Almost everybody buys a house in the spring or the fall, and almost everybody makes a mistake when they do. Not because those are bad times to own a home, because those are the times you compete with every other buyer in Southern Ohio for the same house.
So today we make the case for the slower stretches. Right now, heading into late fall, the holidays, that's when smart buyers clean up. Less competition, more leverage, real deals.
And we will give you the real state of the Jackson market as we film this. What is sitting, what is moving, and what you get away with as a buyer right now. Things that were off the table 6 months ago. So I'm Kelly Wiley, 20 plus years in the business, selling in Jackson County, and I'm on the listing side. So I'm watching sellers sweat in real time right now. I see how much room there is.
I'm Emma, the buyer side. While mom watches sellers, I take buyers in and negotiate. Between us, we see both sides of every deal in this town. In the timing pattern we're about to describe, we watch it happen every year.
Here's a pattern. Everybody comes out to buy in the spring and in the fall. So every good house gets 3, 4, 5 buyers on it. Bidding wars. People waive inspections. They wonder why it's so hard to get their dream home.
Because everyone else wanted the same house at the same time.
Right. Now flip it. In the slow months, in the middle of summer, the holidays, those same buyers are on vacation. They spend their money on trips. They're distracted. The competition disappears. And the buyers who stay in the game during those windows get concessions and negotiate real money off.
People do not realize how much money that is. You take your normal summer vacation, everybody does, but the buyer who used that window to shop instead of travel saved thousands. It is not a small gap.
You're not gonna like this, but don't take a summer vacation. Buy a house instead. Let me tell you where we are as we film this. There is a real surplus of inventory in Jackson right now. A lot of leftover homes from the spring market that have not yet sold.
Days on the market tell the story. Earlier this year, homes went in 30 to 40 days on the market. And right now, we're seeing them teeter at 90 plus days on a lot of them. That's a huge shift in just a few months.
I will be honest with you, because that is the whole point of this channel. I'm looking at my own board right now, and I have 16 listings that are not under contract. That is a lot of listings sitting. It tells you that buyers have leverage they have not had in a while.
Yes, the spring market was pretty balanced. You saw bidding wars, but mostly under $250,000 homes or on a genuinely exceptional home. Above that, not so much. Right now, it tilts towards buyers, for sure.
One thing to know, it's not even across the board. As normal, solid residential homes still move in the 30 to 60 day range, but luxury homes, second homes, vacation properties, they're sitting for 90 days or longer. So the higher up you shop right now, the more room you have.
So what does that mean for you as a buyer? Let me make it concrete. In the spring, if I had a buyer approved for $200,000, I told them we need to look at $175,000 to $195,000 because we might get into a bidding war and we'd have to bring up our own concessions or have the escalation clause discussion. You had to leave room to go up.
And now?
Now, if I have a buyer approved for $300,000, I'm comfortable walking them into a house listed at $315,000 because I believe that we can negotiate that down in this market, which is a total flip from 6 months ago.
And the stuff that disappeared during the crazy years is back. Sellers are giving concessions again. We're seeing home sale contingencies that will get accepted, which is hard to do in a hot market. And inspections matter again.
That's a big one for me. During the peak, people waived inspections or they bought sight unseen, no questions asked. Now, I have not had a buyer come back and say, we're good to go, no issues on an inspection since last fall. Everybody asked for something, which is okay, but right now, sellers are saying yes.
That word yes is the whole difference. 6 months ago, it was no. Right now, it is yes. Here's why we tell you this right now in the fall and not later. Everything we're being told points to a very strong fourth quarter. August, September, and October are shaping up to be very busy. Then it goes quiet again around the holidays.
So there's a window. The buyers who were gone all summer are coming back. The competition you do not have right now is about to return.
So the play is simple. Get in during the soft spot. Right now and again in the holiday lull. Buy while sellers are nervous and inventory is high, before the crowd shows back up and leverage swings the other way. Wait for it to feel like a good time to buy and you've already missed the quiet.
It is a little counterintuitive. The best time to buy usually feels like the time that nobody is buying, but that's the signal, not the warning. You might wonder, if it's this good for buyers, then what's going on with sellers? Why are their deals sitting there?
Recency bias mostly. Sellers watched everything fly off the shelf during the spring. Quick, 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 March through May. So a seller who was not ready until the end of May lists the house expecting those same spring prices. but the market already shifted underneath them. They priced for a season that is now over.
Then they call mom and say, why is it not selling? Everyone sold their houses in a week. And she has to have that hard conversation.
I do, and here's what I tell them. Sellers do not feel the pain for about 30 days. Around 60 days, they start thinking about a price drop. A lot of them want to drop 5 to 10,000, and I have to tell them that may not be enough.
She's not popular some weeks.
People do respect my honesty, and at the end of the day, I'm here to get the house sold. But here's what that means for you as a buyer. The sellers on the market right now are motivated ones. The people who need to sell. A relocation, a divorce, an investment property they have to offload. The ones who do not need to sell are holding for spring. So the seller you negotiate with right now has a real reason to make a deal.
Real talk for buyers, because I see this trip people up constantly. When you buy in a market like this, the inspection is your friend, but you have to be ready for it.
Explain what you mean. A lot of people do not get this.
A lot of buyers here do not have extra cash sitting around for repairs, and a lot of buyers do not have the vision to see past a project. So the inspection report comes back, 40 to 50 pages, and it says budget for the AC, budget for this, budget for that. And they panic. They walk sometimes, even on a house that made sense for the price.
And here's what they miss. At $200,000 in this market, you knew there would be a list. This is what the price gets you. Want the house with nothing to do? That is a different house, and it is $100,000 more. You do not get the turnkey house at the fixer price, one or the other.
So, my advice, decide going in which buyer you are. Buying the project and doing some work over time, or paying for turnkey. Both are fine. Know it before the inspection, so a normal report does not scare you out of a good house. And right now, with sellers giving concessions, you get them to help you cover some of that list. That is the leverage in action.
That is the moment a real agent earns their keep, not the part-timer who calls you back at 9 p.m. Someone whose finger is on the market today. Short version, everybody fights over houses in spring and fall and pays for it. Right now, there's a surplus inventory. Homes sitting 90 days, nervous and motivated sellers, concessions back on the table. That is a buyer's window, and these windows do not stay open.
So if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for the right time, this quiet stretch might be it. Reach out and let us look at what's sitting out there for you. And subscribe, because we break down this market in real time from people who are in it every single day, not from a website guessing old data.
The deals are here right now. You have to be one of the few people paying attention.